how's it going, guys? My name is Adrian. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in with me here. On this episode, we are gonna talk about 8 things that are hidden features, shortcuts, and tricks for your Tesla that I use, that I find useful on a regular basis, and I use for my daily driving. So let's go. Currently, right now, we are cruising on the highway. I have the vehicle set on autopilot. Its adaptive cruise control is currently activated, so the vehicle is driving for me, slowing down in case the car in front of me slows down, and centering me on the center of the lane. That's basically what autopilot is. Now, after a while, like give or take about 30 to 45 seconds, I'm not exactly sure at what point, but currently right now, if you look, it's telling me to put pressure on the steering wheel. And I could go ahead and do that, or I could use this scrolling wheel right here. So I could use either of these scrolling wheels to basically roll it up or down, and that will eliminate Tesla's asking me to put actual pressure onto the steering yoke or steering wheel that I have. So that's the first hidden trick that I learned. It took me a few months to actually learn that. You don't have to like hold this wheel heavily to eliminate the car asking you to put pressure to make sure that it knows that you are paying attention. So you can just scroll this volume knob right here, or the cruise control speed right here, whichever one you choose. That's basically you telling the car that you are paying attention and you're not asleep. So that's the first trick, guys. All right. Another quick thing that I learned since owning this car is, for quite a while there, I didn't know how to determine my driving miles or my driving range in miles. And then somebody taught me that if you go ahead and just click on the battery percentage on the top and center of your touchscreen, currently I have 52% right now. But if you tap or click on it, it actually tells you your driving range until you get to empty or to 0%. And if you tap it right back, puts you back to the battery percentage. So if you want to know the battery percentage, leave it that way, or you can just tap it again and it tells you your driving range. Currently at a stop sign right now, and if you want to program your navigation to your most common destination, which for many people is either going home or going to work, currently on my navigation right now, I have it programmed already. So if I go ahead and swipe this navigate down, watch what happens. It takes me home. I don't need to program or tap a few buttons. It just takes me home. And naturally, for just the purpose of this video, I just added a dummy address and I set it up as my home. I'm gonna click end trip. And what the car does is that it determines if you are at home and you do that, then it takes you to work. But if you are at work and you go ahead and slide that, it takes you home. So it does vice versa. So that's one thing that is really easy and convenient, and Tesla made it so simple that all you have to do is slide this navigate down and it takes you either going home or going to work. That's one thing I love about the car. That's one simple feature, a simple trick that makes driving a Tesla very easy. And if you notice, whoa, this car, I have the green arrow, come on now. If you notice, when that stoplight turned green, it gave me a chime that basically tells me that, hey, you're green, you know, go ahead and start accelerating. But I'm glad in that particular case that I didn't, because there was this one car that obviously did not stop, even though he did not have the right of way. So I'm glad I caught that on camera as well. The car has a chime feature where on a stoplight, it gives you a little chime warning saying, get up and accelerate, it's time to go. That way you don't get honked at by the person or the car behind you. So that's another thing. I didn't plan for that, but it just kind of came up, so that's good. And that's kind of one thing about having a fun, you know, technology type of car. You know, Tesla really does set a standard for many safety things in regards to driving around the city or on the highway. So I just reached my destination here. So I go ahead and click park. Now in this particular case, we are at a flat, road. But in case you're on an uphill or downhill, you want to set your parking brake on. And for me, I have a 2023 Tesla. I'm fortunate enough to have an actual gear stock. To put your parking brake on, all you have to do is press and hold this button right here for a few seconds, about 3 seconds. And then when you see the park sign right there, the red one, that means that parking brake is activated. Right, so deactivate it, all you have to do is switch from park and tap this top down to drive, and it automatically disengages or deactivates the parking brake. That's another hidden trick that many new owners may not know. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and show you another thing. So let's say you go on a road trip, a few hours away. This is something that is upgraded by Tesla on a software update. So let's go ahead and do this. I'll use the voice control. Take me to Seattle, Washington. So now the navigation is taking me to Seattle, Washington. But typically, the car is programmed so that I arrived in my destination with only 10%. And it's telling me there. Now, I don't want to arrive at my family's house in Seattle with 10%, because then I will not be able to drive a lot. I will have to start my day going to a supercharger the next thing. And if I don't want to do that, I can go ahead and program my car to arrive with a particular specific battery percentage when I arrive at my destination. And we can do that from the screen. You tap this little 3 dots right here and then click on set arrival energy. And from there is this scroll bar right here. And I don't want to arrive with 10%. I want to arrive with at least 40%. That way when I arrive at my grandma's house, we have more battery and juice so we can do errands and go sightsee before I'm gonna need to supercharge again. And for me, that is one of the most recent software update that Tesla improved on. Alright, set arrival energy. And one other thing while I'm currently parked and filming right here, if for any rare occasion or reason that your Tesla touchscreen freezes or it's just malfunctioning and you tap on the screen and it freezes and it's not working, there's one quick solution to that. That is basically a soft reset. And to soft reset this car, all you have to do is press and hold these 2 buttons, these 2 scrolling wheels for a few seconds simultaneously, and watch what happens. The car does a soft reboot. So the screen turned black and reboot and soft resets. Basically, I just went ahead and restarted the vehicle. And you can even do this as you are driving while the car's touchscreen is rebooting, just so it goes ahead and turns off and turns on the computer version of the car. The car will still act, and function normally even if you're driving on the highway. And typically, a very useful feature of this is, for example, you're trying to pair your phone to the Bluetooth of the car and it's not connecting, and you've tried a few times, pairing and unpairing, and you're just not having any luck. All you have to do is do a soft reset by pressing and holding this, and 9 times out of 10 that is gonna fix the pairing of the Bluetooth for your car. So that's one quick tip and a hidden feature that I found out after owning this car for a little over a year. Man, it's a beautiful day. I want to go get some coffee at Starbucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to my Google Maps here on my phone, and there's this Starbucks that I wanted to go to. And you can actually share the location of this Starbucks to your Tesla. From your Google Maps, you can click share, and from there you can click on Tesla, and it's sending the location to my Tesla. So now that particular place is programmed on my car. As you can see, Starbucks is now automatically programmed the moment I enter my car, and it takes me there. So I could share the location of my destination from Google Maps or Apple Maps and send it to my Tesla. And I think I did a good, I hope I did a good enough job demonstrating that straight from my phone to the car. Alright, so currently we are at a Starbucks. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the store. We're gonna go ahead and get some coffee, get some cappuccino. And there is one feature called Keep Mode for the Tesla. And you can access that by opening the climate control down here, clicking on the 70 degrees. And if you click on Keep Mode, what it will do is it will enable that climate mode where it will keep the car with my set temperature the whole time that I am inside of the coffee shop. So let's say I spend 20 minutes. Over the time that I get back to my car, the car's temperature will be comfortable and toasty and warm at a 70 degrees, keeping my temperature for the whole time. It's very useful when you go to a coffee shop, or if you go run a quick errand, or if you go grocery shopping, and obviously you don't want to keep it on keep mode for an extended period of time. I like to do it when I go on a quick errand to the coffee shop or grocery at Safeway, and that normally takes me 15 to 25 minutes. So keep mode, guys. Go ahead and obviously turn it off just by clicking off, control, and click the keep mode, and it tells you what it does. One useful thing to know: if your battery is low, the moment that it hits 20%, it will not be enabled to save you the energy so you don't run out of energy. If you like my content, once again, my name is Adrian. It would help me out a lot if you like and subscribe. And until then, as always, this is Adrian keeping it real. I will see you in the next episode. Peace.